Okay, let's do it again. Where we left off on page 58, multidimensional arrays, and that is what we are going to read over today. So let's get to it. Let's get started. Um, let's see. Here it is, page 58, multidimensional arrays. Okay, we did code the previous program here. Average. It's called average. Okay, and let's see right here. Okay, and if we go to, oh, by the way, I discovered the iTurn 2 actually has a browser. Isn't that cool? I've been discovering a couple of things on the shell iTurn 2, and now I have two pages. You can see one on the top, which is I'm gonna use for simple commands, oh, and then the one on the bottom I'm gonna use for nano. I think that is so cool. I might be able to stretch it. Let's see. Can I? Oh, yeah. See if we can go all the way down. There we go. All right. And let's go back. And there it is. Average.java. We did code it. And let's see. There it is. So let's get out. Okay. So let's clear that too. And let's get to reading. So this is still chapter 3. And we are reading on variables. Let's get to it. Okay. So let's see. So in Java, multidimensional arrays, let's bring it up a little bit. Okay. And I should probably get that off the screen a little further away from the screen. Let me fix that while we're at it. Excuse me a moment here. All right. I think that's good enough. Let's see. No, not yet. Is that? No, not yet. So for some reason, all right. It's better. Let's see. Huh. That's weird. Why is it cutting off like that? Let me take a look here. All right, let's see. Oh, now that's more like it. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, I don't know still why it's coming up to the screen like that, but that's more like it. All right, so let's get back to this. Okay, there we go. Now you can see everything. Multidimensional arrays. In Java, multidimensional arrays are implemented as arrays of arrays. To declare a multi-dimensional array variable, specify each additional index using another set of square brackets. For example, the following declares a two-dimensional array variable called 2D. Well, that's clever. That's funny. 2D, let's just go ahead and grab that. 2D is int bracket. There's two sets of square brackets. Look at that. I guess for the two dimensions. Um, 2D new int for. So one dimension has four indexes or four spaces, and the other one has five. All right, and let's see. This allocates a 4 by 5 array and assigns it to 2D. Internally, this matrix is implemented as an array of arrays of int. Conceptually, this array will look like the one shown in figure 3.1. The following program numbers each element in the array from left to right, top to bottom. So from left to right, top to bottom. Let's take a look. Okay, let's look at the code. Okay, and then displays the value. So here's the code. Demonstrate a two-dimensional array, class 2D array, public static, okay. Okay, that's the first part of the code. And let's see the rest down here. All right, so of course we're going to code this. So let's jump into the terminal and see what's what. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's get to it. So, nano. Oh, by the way, oh my God, I gotta show you this. I have to show you this. So let me see how I launch it. Like this. This is a composition tool for the terminal, and it's so useful because I can type and I can use my mouse to move around, and and as you know, you can't do that on the terminal. So I can use my mouse, I can do so much on it, and then when I'm done, I can just throw the whole thing onto the shell. Okay, it's pretty unique and very interesting. So I'm gonna show you. So first we're going to create the file to the array.java, right? And then, boom, okay, so it's there. We open up Nano, but now we are within Nano, and as you know, in Nano I cannot use the mouse. I have to do the arrow key. So what I'll do is I'll launch the composition tool again, and I'm gonna put everything in here, the whole program, and then I'm gonna throw it onto Nano and just do a couple of fixes there. So first a comment, demonstrate two excuse me, dimensional array dot array. Okay, and then class 2 array. It's actually like this. It's actually like that, but since I already named it like this, it's actually like that because D is its own word. I'll fix the name. Okay, and then okay, public. Oh, look at that! It even remembers. Oh my God, that is so great. That is so great. That is so crazy. Oh my God. Oh, it remembers what I put. It remembers what I put on earlier, but we don't need all that, of course. Okay, so let's go back up. Public static void main string. Okay, and then int. Okay, two. In fact, we might even put them together. There you go. Okay, like this. And then 2d, which is equals new int for int. New is the keyword to make the actual object. That is the actual array in the system. I, j, k equals 0. So k was initialized there. Oh, here I can use the mouse, so I don't have to struggle with spacing. Okay, now there is a for loop here, which, by the way, this is the only thing that I don't like, is that the tab in this composition tool, it brings up the memory. It doesn't. It acts like the terminal, where if you press tab, it auto completes, and it doesn't act like a text editor in that sense. But that's, I mean, you can't have everything, right? It's still good, still great. Okay, so I equals 0 as long as I is less than 4. Excuse me. I plus plus. Okay, and then the next part of this loop, I'm gonna use spaces here for j equals 0. Okay, j is less than 5. J plus plus. Okay, increment j. And then we have our first parentheses, and then we say 2d I, no, excuse me, I j equals k. All right, and then we go here, k plus plus a statement, and then we close our brackets. Okay. All right, and then we have here another for statement, and we're going to code that now. Okay, and then it says hold on a second. Oh, why did this become so small like this? That was not meant to be. Okay, so then for I equals 0, j. So basically, this is almost like repeating the same thing. So I think I can copy and paste it, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's repeating the first statement. So I'm gonna copy that here. Okay. And I'm just going to copy it right here. Okay. So that's that. Okay, and then I have to, okay, I have to, okay, so there's something else here slightly different, which is good to notice. In this second portion, right, there's actually a bracket here. Okay, there's actually a bracket here. So technically that second for loop is within the brackets, okay, for this other for loop. So let's put it like this. Okay, and then there's a system out print, meaning a print statement. So d I j plus, there we go. Okay, and then a regular statement, system dot out dot print line. Okay. All right. So and I think we're done. Okay, and then this is the ending of that bracket. Okay, for this. All right. Just put them forward like this. Looks pretty neat. Okay, and now we finish our first our main, and then our actual here. Okay, our main and then our code. Okay, so now we send it, and there it is. It's completely here on Nano, except that for some reason it put everything on the comment line. It should have put it on the bottom. So we're gonna fix that just in case. Okay, there we go. And the rest of those is technically acceptable because in Java you can just write everything, absolutely everything in one line, except when there's a comment. Okay, we're going to move this on here so it makes a little bit more sense. And we're going to check for errors. So we're good here. Okay, There's okay, the closing bracket for this code. Oh, okay, so that's that. Just for readability, I probably should put this one on here. Okay, just for readability. Just for that. Okay. And then let's do one line for this. Okay, and then we're good. Okay. There we go. Now that's more like it. Now let's save it. Okay, to the array. Okay, that's good. Actually, the name was right. Okay. And then let's get out. All right, so now we're going to the array Java. Okay. Excuse me. To the array Java. Let's compile it. Great. Okay. And let's run it. There we go. Look at this space. Look at that thing. Oh, it looks small. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Isn't there a way for me to make this look bigger? Okay. Wow. You gotta make the text bigger than that. What really happened? I'm not sure what happened there. Well, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. The I really don't know what happened. Oh my god. I gotta quit it and open it again. Okay, let's in the meantime, let's look at the okay. And now let's open up the okay. Let's open it again. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I really don't know what happened. So I think I got it back up. The array organization will restore, but its contents were not saved. Let's see why. I don't understand why. Okay. I'll show you. Here it is. I don't know what happened. And I'm gonna make it larger. I was attempting to make the code, the text on the terminal larger, but all the content was cleared out. I'm not sure why. So this is supposed to tell me why. Anyway, so what we're gonna do. Oh boy. Okay, let me just use it like this. Let me see if I can recall it. Oh, it does. Okay, good, good. At least we have it here. Okay, let me see if I can make the text bigger. I don't know. I don't understand why it tries to make the actual window bigger. Like resizing the text shouldn't resize the window. So let me check on that. Is there a way to not do that? Is there a way to not do that? Okay, window. Adjusting window, adjust window when changing font size. Oh my god, no. No, please no. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Each tab may have its own window tile. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Cool. I think now we are good to go. Okay. I think we are. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. And now let's increase the size. There we go. Oh my goodness, so much better. Now that's large enough that we can see it, right? Oh, yes. How about this one? Oh my god, it's the same thing. Let's make it larger. Come on. That's what I need. Okay. Okay. Session restoration. Okay. Oh, I already have that already set up. I don't know why. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's forget it. Anyway, we're back. So now let's just go over the this here, and let's see what happened. Okay, so the output, I think is what we're gonna look at now. Okay, yeah. This is a sing output, I believe. So let's take a look. Okay, there you go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. All right, and let's that was correct then. All right, so when you allocate memory for a multi-dimensional array, you need only specify the memory for the first, leftmost dimension. You can allocate the remaining dimensions separately. Okay, and I am suspecting that we have about 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to terminate this video here, and we're going to start another one immediately to follow up on this because I forgot to run the Pomodoro. I'll start the Pomodoro next. That was my mistake, obviously. I apologize about that. And please stay tuned.